I'm with Michael Beh, who is the producer director of The Curators. And he's got a fabulous new show coming called The Revolutionists. And Michael, hello, and tell me all about it.
Caroline, thank you for coming in on this windy Saturday afternoon.
Pleasure.
Lovely. We're sitting outside the rehearsal room with the memorial in the background.
Love it.
You know, right in the heart of Brisbane, right in the heart of Milton,
Yeah.
and we're in our beautiful venue, which is called Christchurch.
Yes.
And it's been here for 150 years. So the Revolutionists by Lauren Gunderson, phenomenal play. She was the most produced playwright in the United States in the 2018-2019 season. So
Wow.
this play and another play of hers together will put on more than any other show except Shakespeare. So take Shakespeare out of the mix and she was the top of the pile, which is brilliant. She's a really phenomenally witty playwright, and this play, The Revolutionists, has never been done in Australia. So it was meant to be done here by us last July, but of course we were in shutdown, so that didn't happen. So we've regathered the troops in rehearsal for this wonderful play about a woman called Olympe de Gouges, set during the Reign of Terror in France. Olympe de Gouges was a real person. She was a philosopher, she was a playwright, she was an advocate for women's rights, and she wrote the treatise on the equality for women.
Oh,
Nobody knows about it.
This is sensational.
Yeah, and nobody knows about it because she loses her head. She lost her head in reality.
Yeah.
She was a Girondist, which meant she was a middle liner. And when after she was executed, her son dismantled her memory. They went through and basically put out any notion of her existence, because what she wrote about was 150 to 200 years ahead of her time. She was before Mary Wollstonecraft. In fact, Mary Wollstonecraft read some of her ideas. And this was a woman who was talking about equality of the sexes, but healthcare for women, education for all. She was an incredible advocate for so many things that we take for granted as part of our society now, or that we're still fighting for in many parts of the world.
Yeah.
So, excuse me, in the play, she has which is a dream fugue, she has this imagined meeting with Charlotte Corday, who killed Jean-Paul Marat, with Marie Antoinette, who is kind of racing from Versailles on her way to the guillotine. Sorry, and also an imagined character called Marianne Angèle, who is from French Dominica, which is now Haiti, and she's a freed slave. And so these three women descend on Olympe de Gouges' studio in Paris, and they're all saying, write our story, give me a great line to go out with. And it's hysterically funny. The way it's been written, the way Gunderson has written it, is with humour. It is part farce, part satire, political comedy. It's very serious. Its message is very real, and we've introduced singing into it. So instead of playing the music, that's recorded, we are singing it live. And I won't tell you what the songs are because they're absolutely brilliant. But there's also a song in it that is written by the playwright herself. So it's a great show. And so what I decided to do is I wanted to set it in Paris during French Fashion Week. And so when people arrive, they're seated on like they're going to a fashion show. There's a runway down the middle, and we've got incredible frocks that have been created, and they are kind of a rip-off of 1793 costumes, kind of a little bit Jean-Paul Gaultier, a little bit Galliano, etc., a little bit, I can't think of the name of them, but Lacroix. Lots of designers we've taken inspiration from and designed it, and the show's all in pinks and purples, and it's great fun. It's a great fun show It's got a serious punch.
Michael, when is this on?
It is on from the 2nd of March. We preview then. We open on the 4th, and we run for a month. We play Wednesday through Sunday. And we decided that we can play for a month because this is our venue and we want to get as many people to come in and see it as possible.
And what a sensational venue. I've already had a look inside and I'm getting an absolute wonderful peek today.
Yes.
Thanks to you.
Well, thank you for coming in.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I think you're truly a gifted director, and you've got obviously, you're contributing to Brisbane's arts, and you need to be known, Michael.
Thank you, Caroline.
So I'm thrilled. I can't wait for opening night.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you there.
Yeah, absolutely. And this just sounds incredible. And congratulations already on, achieving and getting something like this. It sounds incredibly amazing.
Well, thank you. I should mention one other thing.
Yes.
On the 13th, we have a thing called Fashionista Night, which we're encouraging people to dress up.
Oh,
and
yes.
It's like there'll be fashions on the field.
Yes.
And there's going to be a beautiful bottle of champagne as a surprise.
Right.
And people get a complimentary glass of bubbles on arrival.
Yes.
And that's going to special night where we're saying, frock up, come along and have a great time at the theatre.
I'll have to get a group of people for that one then.
Thank you. That'll be good.
Okay, I will.
Cheers.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
See you on opening night.
I will. We will.
Okay.